won't be so dark in here. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Hopefully somebody can come in and join me. Welcome in. And let me turn it around, y'all. I forgot to do that. And let me adjust it. Oh, let's see. And let me go up a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and read the word and get started talking because I don't want this space to be just. And I'm going to be continuing to read Romans, the 12th chapter, and the 2nd verse. I don't know which version I want to read. I'll read the Holy Bible Easy to Read version. Don't change yourselves to be like the people of this world, but let God change you inside with a new way of thinking. Then you will be able to understand and accept what God wants for you. You will be able to know what is good and pleasing to Him and what is perfect. Let God do a new thing in you. And there's a scripture that says, create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. I think that's Psalms 37. Let me see which verse it was. No, that's not 37. Let me see. That's Psalms 51. That's what it is. Psalms 51. And it's what it say. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. I have some things that I wanted to share with you, and I'm sorry for the stall. I was trying to get it together, y'all. I do try to upload videos, but because I don't have, I don't know what it is, but I have been trying to upload videos. I had to take one off because the video just stayed up there. It did not upload. So it took days and I kept trying to upload it, but it did not work. So what I want to do is just do my lives if I can. And hopefully somebody would, if you don't watch, while I'm doing the live, that you will be able to watch later my replay, folks out there. But what my subject is going to be about is the new fragrances that they have out. And then I wanted to talk about some things and we go from there. But I will go in with my scent of the day. And I went on and took my bath. We got to do that. And then I went in with Orange Dream Cupcake by Hemp's. This was I wanted a orange fragrance moisturizer, not realizing that I did have a moisturizer with an orange scent, but a citrus scent, but it was orange. And I forgot about it. So I did change up some things with my fragrances. And I guess you could say that is why I did not. I forgot about my fragrances, my moisturizers, because I put them in another area. It was getting hot in here, and I did not want my fragrances to spoil. So I decided to put it somewhere else in my home. But this is the Orange Dream Cupcake. It smells like, I guess you could say, what they say it is. It has a citrus scent in the citrus scent of orange, not a lemon, not a bergamot, but orange fragrance note in here. And it does smell like a treat, like a cupcake. And I went in with the Calypso Clementine. This is a fragrance that came out, I guess you could say, a couple of years ago now, from Bath and Body Works. And this is Juicy Clementine, Neroli Nectar, and Coastal Woods. It has a nice woodsiness in there, but also that citrus note, which is in the scent of an orange. I don't know if you want to call it like an orange blossom or whatever, but it was something that I wanted to get. I didn't have, from what I could remember at the time, a lot of citrus notes in the scent of an orange. So this was something nice that I wanted to bring to my collection. And I also have it in the perfume when they went down to 75% off, and also the body butter. And that was the one I was referring to instead of me purchasing this. I didn't need to purchase it, but I already done started, y'all, and y'all can see where I'm at. I'm trying to enjoy my fragrances for what I have. This is a fragrance that Thomas had purchased. I also have another one, the red, but this is the blue colored one, and this is Harim Al Sultan. And the notes to this, and let me take it out the bottle. Y'all know how they do with the packaging. The box alone And this is how it is packaged. They do have some prongs in here to keep it in place. And you know how a lot of things be shipped here and there. If you do not protect the product, it can be damaged. It can also be damaged in the form of not just breaking, but the product can leak out. But this is the packaging. You know how cute luxury. You may not have paid a lot for it, but it does look like it, and it looks great on your perfume tray. And yeah, I'm just glad we have it in our collection. I didn't know it smelled that good. And this is in the form of an oil. This is the applicator. But it is gorgeous, y'all. And they do have information here at the bottom. And these notes consist of citrus, nectarine, fruity. And I don't know what the fruits are, but it's supposed to be fruity, not just an orange scent or citrusy. Jasmine, gardenia, freesia, woody, musk, and ambery. And let me see. Oh, it smells good, y'all. It also, I can smell like that citrus note in there. Um, it smells good. But this was my combo for the day. Yeah. And I can smell the cake on my skin, that cake note on my skin, that gourmand. But I can also smell the orange or the citrusy note. And I don't know, a nectarine would be more like on the peachy side, I guess you could say. But I don't know, it doesn't smell like peachy. I don't know, y'all. But all I know is it smells good. Has anyone tried this scent? Do you have it in your collection? Are you planning on getting it? It's on your list. And I'm going to go ahead on in what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to finish sharing with you all what I have, and that is the Musk collection in 3 ways. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be on this side. I have my notes, y'all, but I was just on the wrong page. I do need to revamp, or I'll say reorganize my collection again. There were some things I had taken out, some things that I need to make sure that are not going to expire. I did watch some people share their collection and that some things had expired, like Philly Girl. It was also Viva and other people. And I think when I first started watching Ivory Blue, I think that she had, hey Tay, welcome in. I think that she had, I think was reorganizing her collection, I think, from what I remember in a video that I watched, and she was reorganizing her or repositioning her collection. Let me see. Okay, y'all saw me talk about and share. Let me move this out the way. And share this fragrance here. This is Love Unleashed. This was the first one that caught my attention, and I really like it. Of course, the packaging is in my color, purple. This is sugared pink pepper, warm neroli, whipped marshmallow. I have grown fond of marshmallow fragrances, and this is another one that's added to my collection. It smells good. I can smell that sweetness in there. And it's just a nice fragrance. And it is to me more like a female's fragrance, and it's supposed to be an inspired, I guess you could say, hey Neuro Spicy, welcome in. Hey Thomas, welcome in. Um it's supposed to be like, some people, I guess, had already, I guess you could say, figured out what they think it is close to. And is this one is supposed to be like an inspired fragrance of Killian Love Don't Be Shy. I also have one, and this one is Salted Shorelines. And I have my little sample. I sprayed this. Sometimes I don't like spraying inside of the lid because I know I sprayed some lids before and it changed the color. It made it look cloudy looking. So yeah, I prefer to spray it, I guess, on a piece of paper, if not my skin. This is really pretty. This is something, another aquatic, I guess you could say, or oceany type of fragrance. To me, this would be unisex, but leaning forward towards the masculine note, notes or fragrance. This is nice. This is nice, y'all. And the notes are dewy bergamot, warm sage, and salted driftwood. The sage is there, but it doesn't smell like seasoning to me. This is so pretty and sultry. You can smell that, um, I guess you could say, oceany like vibe. But it smells really nice. And I don't know if I would want another one, but I think it does smell good. It is, to me, leaning more towards a masculine note. So I did get the last fragrance, the what is that, Mirage? That one was leaning, Mediterranean Mirage. That was leaning more forward to me on the masculine note. So I don't know if I want to get another one of these, but I may just get a just one backup. But my rewards are running out and I don't want to go broke on, well, not going broke, but I don't want to spend all my check. Even though I worked so that I can try to, get some things that I would like and enjoy. I don't want all that I earn to go towards one thing. I want to try other, what they say, houses or lines, and not just Bath and Body Works. I do have some things I wouldn't mind getting. I'm not sure if I'm going to get them because I'm trying to do that low to no buy. But I think this is a nice fragrance. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a backup. I wish the EDL was available online for the sale. Oh, yes, y'all. And they do have a sale today only and online only for $5.95 for select body care. So you can check that out if you don't mind the shipping and handling. But that is not for me. But if I can get it in store, I would prefer. So I guess I would be waiting for a sale. But if you can't wait, or you feel like you don't want to wait and you want to get it now, this is a great opportunity to get it. And yeah, I like it. I like the packaging. I like the fact that I can see through the bottles so that I can see where I'm at while using the product, and hopefully will encourage me to use it and complete it. So I don't know, maybe one I would get and use, and the other one I would just save in my collection for whenever I want to use it. But I feel like Killian Love Don't Be Shy is, I would think that's more on a cooler, like fall to the ending of, I say the beginning of spring, maybe something you could use. But when it's really hot, I don't know if that fragrance, Love Unleashed, would be something you would want to wear around that season. This one, I feel like I would want to, I think I would want to probably, I think I would be able to wear this all year round. Just when it gets warmer, you wouldn't want to overspray. Because I do think it's, to me, a little on the stronger side. That's just how I feel. Now, I did not test them for the longevity of them, but I do like them. The next one is Uday Coconut. And this reminds me of the vanillas. What was it? Vanilla and If You Musk color that they had with, I'm sorry, y'all. This reminds me of that color, of those fragrances when they brought out the Everyday Luxury. What was it, for the first time? But the vanilla, Viva Vanilla, was, I think it was darker than this. And I think If You Musk, I don't know, maybe around this color or maybe a little lighter. But this is Coconut Milk, Tropical Lily, Vanilla Sandalwood. And salted shoreline. That's Joe Malone's wood, sage, and sea salt. And if you have that, I did smell a fragrance in the store. I think I was in either TJ Maxx or Marshalls. They had another inspired fragrance of that, and they had it marked down, but I didn't get it. But it was in the form of a perfume. And I hear, Joe Malone is more on the expensive side. I worked at a warehouse where they distributed that. And I think at the time, they didn't let anybody do it. You had to be, I don't know if it was certified or just special people were selected to handle that product because it was an expensive house. This right here is supposed to be the Uday Coconut, is supposed to be, I don't know what that is inspired of, y'all. All I know, it smells good. This is something I feel like you could wear also all year round, especially during the summer warmer, or I'll say spring, summer intro of fall. Something you could wear, but I feel like you can wear it all year round. I do smell that coconut fragrance note in there. And it's something that I think that I don't know, I might want to get again. And that coconut milk, it is not like a fresh coconut. It is like you can smell the lactonicness in here. Hey, Olitha, welcome in. But to me, it's not a loud fragrance. Of course, I have my nose up to this. I don't know, but I think it would be nice to have them in my collection. With that sandalwood to help smooth it out as well. And it's a vanilla. So I do like it. To me, it is not a heavy type of fragrance. So I'm not sure what that is supposed to be inspired of. Maybe does anybody know what Uday Coconut is supposed to be an inspired fragrance of? So I only purchased 3 out of that collection. Hey, Glambitious. Hey, Nicole. Welcome in. I Don't know what this is supposed to be an inspired fragrance of. I looked online for a little bit to try to see where it was and I could not find out. I didn't know what it was. People were curious about, what that is a fragrance, inspired fragrance of. This right here, this is a gorgeous packaging. All three of them, I think they are nice to have. Let me see if I can turn this down like it's too bright, y'all. This is when you look at it in the store, first just looking at it, then picking it up and just touching the bottle itself, looking at the lid and smelling the juice. It is a lovely fragrance. You can see my fingerprints on it now. Y'all know I done moisturized myself. Okay, I heard several different comparisons, but I haven't smelled it yet. Oh, okay. Thanks, I appreciate it. Neurospicy. And y'all know I don't usually buy niche fragrances. I usually get, or I am someone who is a go-to of inspired fragrances. So I wouldn't know. But maybe it would be a Kaali fragrance. I don't know, y'all. Hey Taj, welcome in. But this one that I picked up, this is from the Musk. Okay, let me see. I want to make sure I am where I'm supposed to be with my notes, y'all. Okay, the Musk collection is set in 3 ways to express yourself. So each fragrance is supposed to be a fragrance that I guess will work with your body chemistry. You may not get the same scent from what you smelled on someone else. So it may be totally different, or it may work for you, or it may not work for you. Okay, I can't remember that name. It was, oh, Nest fragrance. I did see that, come to think of it. I did see someone share that. I don't remember the name though. But it was a Nest. I did see that. You're right. But maybe I can look it up later and see whether or not if oh, I could do it now. Let me see. Oh. Let me see if I can look it up. I don't know if it was on TikTok. I was on Instagram when I was looking, and that's when I saw it. What is it? I'm trying to see what it's saying. Oh, okay. I'm checking now to see. They saying Fleur coconut skin. That is what that could be, and they do have a question mark by it. So that could be a fragrance of it. I mean, a scent of that. Let me see. That could be an inspired fragrance of Fleur's. What is it? Beach skin. Let me see if somebody else have one. I think it's this young lady with the scent. And I'm watching her. Y'all, excuse me. I'm trying to see if she's going to put it up there. Okay. It looks like Balinese Coconut by Nest. And she does have it up as a question mark, and also Vanilla Powder by Metier, something like that. But Balinese Coconut from Nest and by Material. What is this? Materi? I'm not sure. That's Matiere. Vanilla powder. And I'm not really getting a powdery note out of this. Let me see. I'm not sure if I'm getting a powdery note. Okay. New York, Balinese coconut. Okay. Delina Valleja, vanilla powder. Okay. I don't know if I'm getting a powdery note though. If that's what the vanilla powder. Let me see if I can spray it on my skin, y'all. And sometimes I don't know, maybe I'll get it later once I have really just worn it on my skin, and it does have like a powdery note to it. But smelling it in the cap before, I don't see. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it does. It does seem to have a powdery note to it. So it may be that, y'all. Ooh, that gives a citrus note. Okay. Oh, it does. You didn't pick it up. Yeah. I don't know if because I saw that somebody put that up there, but it smells nice though. I can smell the coconut though. And you know when you put it on paper and your skin, it could be something totally different, or this can change or alter the scent. Okay, the next one that I have, like I was saying about the other fragrance, the Musk collection. The first one that I have, I only have one, and this is um it's an attention getter. I feel this is Fruity Musk. This is the one that I chose to get, y'all. I feel like this fragrance here to make you wonder, like, ooh, what is that? Because I smelled it on somebody and it smelled good. But they said they couldn't smell not this fragrance, but the vanilla one. They said they couldn't smell it themselves, but I could smell it on the person, but they couldn't smell it. And I said, maybe it's not meant for you really to smell it. It's meant for others to smell. So when you walk past, hey, Love Jones, welcome in. When you walk past, they're going to be like, ooh, what is that? If they don't say it out loud, they may say it to themselves. Excuse me. So that's what I think these may be, because somebody was saying like they're not a heavy type of fragrance, which all of them don't have to be heavy, but I would like to smell it myself, like someone else has said. They want to smell it on themselves as well. Because how are you going to know whether or not if the fragrance is for you? It may give a sour smell. I know a lot of times, um, what's her name? The young lady that I watch, oh man, y'all know how I go. When I be trying to think of stuff, my mind go left. But all things airy. She be saying like she don't like the way certain fragrances smell on her. It smells good, but when she applies it to her body, it does not give her what she is would like to enjoy. It's an off note or something. It gives an off note to her. So, but this is the one that really caught my attention. So I decided to get this. And the notes are dewy raspberry, sugared musk, and velvet moss. I can smell that raspberry note in there. And that raspberry note is sweet, but it's not giving a candied or childish like fragrance. It's giving like a fresh, sweet, sweet on the sweet side. Because you know how some raspberries, when you eat them, all of them are not sweet. Sometimes they can be tart, I guess you could say. But this right here, it smells good. And as I continue to smell it, I'm getting whiffs of that raspberry, but it is uh, I say on the mature side is a fresher, but not all fresh. I guess you could say a fresh. It make me think of a fresh, juicy strawberry, really, but it just smells good. The raspberry is giving in here, and that is what I am enjoying about this fragrance. When my nasal passage hits that raspberry, it just, yeah. Of course, the packaging is right, and the color, what they say, ombre color, and the lid, I really like this. And of course, it has the writing of Bath and Body Works on here. So this is so nice, y'all. So this is nice. It has a nice feel to it, a matte finish, but it's like it just feels nice and smooth, y'all. I did not, let me see, the other fruity, I'm sorry, the other musks in that collection is the warm musk, which is smooth vanilla, whipped musk, and cozy amber. I remember smelling it, but I need to revisit it again. It does, from what I remember, it smells like a fragrance that I would like to have in my collection. It is like a smooth, warm vanilla. It is not something that is, I don't know if you could say gourmand, but I think it's like a smooth vanilla fragrance. And I'm not sure if I would want to get a backup, but I would think that the fruity musk is backup worthy, my opinion. We also have the fresh musk. I did smell that as well. And I was like, I can hardly smell it. And then I waited a while and then it gave me what I was looking for. It's a fresh fragrance. And I'm thinking that's why it took me a while to smell it. But this is crisp. The fresh musk is crisp bergamot, creamy musk, sheer woods. And sheer woods to me is not a heavy woody fragrance. So all of this is light. And the musk, they're saying that it's creamy. So it is not to me a heavy fragrance. I don't know if I put a lot of it on my skin or spray it on my clothes. We know that something that is light when we spray it on our clothes, it can give a longer hold, as in it can last longer. And sometimes we can become nose blind to it, thinking that we can't smell it. But when we go somewhere and we just sit down beside somebody, they can get whiffs of us without being headache inducing. And I think this is a nice fragrance for those who don't want anything that's loud. You're working in an environment that, it wouldn't be wise to wear strong fragrance. This would be great for that. And going to church, going to a special event, and maybe you're going to a wedding. You don't want to outshine the bride. So this right here, I think, would be a fragrance you could wear, and it's subtle. It's not something that is, right in your face. So I think all three would be something I would like to get. I'm not sure if I'm gonna wait. And you know how sometimes certain fragrances will be, I'll say, by the time semi-annual sale come along, a lot of times our fall fragrances, um, they're not there, especially the ones that a lot of people like and enjoy. Those fragrances usually it would be hard for you to find those fragrances during the semi-annual sale. So, and usually spring fragrances may be gone if they are a popular, and if they become viral on social media, a lot of people are going to pick them up, and there may not be a lot left by the time you get to the semi-annual sale. So I would say get one. If you want to back up, get two, but I wouldn't go crazy over it. But at least you will have two, one you can use and one for later, like an hour later. So yeah, I think I would like to get all three. I don't know if I want to get all backups. Yeah, I'm trying to control that because I get a little happy on those, especially those that I enjoy the most. I think I be getting too many backups, but then like we have it in the back of our head or at the top that if I don't get this fragrance, it probably won't come back. Let me get it now because I don't want to not have this in my collection. Um, okay, the new Rose collection. Thomas did get that, and he already said he would like to get the cologne of that. I think it smells good, and that rose in there, I think a lot of people first thought is it's not going to smell good. It's going to smell feminine or it's going to smell old. I don't think it smells old. I think it is something different and unique that is added to the collection of the men's shop. And who wants to purchase the same fragrance over and over again, just in a different packaging? You know? So I just think that they did a great job on this fragrance, my opinion. And Thomas has it, so I'm glad he has a rose, and I have some fragrances in my collection um, that may have a floral or a rose scent, and we can wear it whenever, the same day, and he can wear his, I can wear mine, but his will be from the men's shop, and mine will be from the women's side. And if the women like that fragrance, you can get it and maybe you can add more of the rose. You could probably layer it with some of the rose fragrances that they have out to give it a more feminine touch if you feel like it's more on the masculine side. And yeah, they do have some return fragrances from the new rose collection, and it says Rose Your Way. So of course, the nocturnal rose. I don't have the fragrance notes. I meant to bring it in here so I can show it to those who maybe have not reviewed my previous video. But go check that out. I did share it on my last live, and Thomas does like the fragrance. So the women's, we have Rose. They brought that back. I had never had that in my collection to my knowledge. And I was really against floral fragrances at the beginning, so I didn't buy or purchase a lot of rose fragrances or floral fragrances when I started collecting or, Bath and Body Works. But Rose is a repackage, but the packaging, all of them are lovely. I like the way that they did it. Sometimes you think, well, they can't get no better than this. And they bring something else out that catches your eye. So Rose is airy rose water, jasmine petals, and creamy musk. And I smelled it. It smelled nice for to be a rose fragrance. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna get it or if I'm just gonna get one. I do know it is a popular rose fragrance. A lot of people do get it, and I should have gotten it back then when I saw it at the outlet store, but I didn't. So maybe I'll pick it up. I'm not sure because I mean, I don't want to get all what do you call it? I don't want to have all gourmand fragrances. Like there was a time in the summer I didn't want to get a whole lot of sweet, fruity, fun fragrances. I wanted something that was bright, that was fresh, and that was sweet, fruity, but a upgrade, from the fun sense. I wanted something fresh and something refreshing. Oh, my eyes itching, y'all. Excuse me. So I did finally add some more fresh fragrances to my collection. And I don't want to wear myself out with getting a whole lot of gourmands and then I'm just like, ugh, I don't want anymore. Let me just get rid of them. So I have some from, I guess you want to say fun to fresh to bright fragrances to deep, rich goodness, woody, I said fruity, floral, but I would like to have something more than just floral. But I did get a floral fragrance, y'all. And yeah, let me see, I don't have it in here. This right here, dressed in white. That's a floral fragrance, y'all. So that's something that hopefully I will introduce to myself. I don't think I've worn it yet. So I can hopefully bring that out this spring. Hopefully if the Lord will allow, and just enjoy that fresh floral fragrance. But I also have covenant roses. I had that. I enjoyed it for it to be a rose fragrance. I enjoyed that fragrance, y'all. That berry sweetness that was blended in with that rose fragrance, which is ruby berries, sugared rosebuds, and blushing amber. So it is a nice floral fragrance. And if you wouldn't want rose, that would probably be a fragrance you would want to add to your collection because of the berries. It softens the blow of the rose, I feel. And then last but not least, we have the Inspire Love. That came out, was it last year or 2024 maybe? But that came out and that is on the what do you call it? Aromatherapy area with the aromatherapy line, and that's rose plus vanilla. So that is also an alternative if you don't want the rose fragrance, where is more on the floral than per se something fruity or warm like a vanilla. I did want to share with y'all some things, and this is something that Kimball has stated. I didn't go back and review or look up the video that she shared on her video. What was it? I know she posted it yesterday, but anyway, she posted it and I watched it. And she was saying something about, I think it was a TikTok um, viral video that came out talking about Bath and Body Works. And she had asked us the question about do we think that consumers or customers will pay full price for products from Bath and Body Works. Do you think that people will pay full price for Bath and Body Works products? If y'all can give me a yes or a no. Do you think that consumers or customers will pay full price for Bath and Body Works products? You said no, but not you. I think it depends on what it is, but it won't be in large quantities. Ah, yep. No, Love Jones. Well, not to bust your bubbles, but I'm speaking me as a consumer and things that I have experienced. And I agree with Glambitious, Nicole. From my experience, this week I had went in as a consumer and picked up the items that I wanted, like what I wanted to share with you all, and there was somebody beside me. Not to be nosy, but I mean, she was right there, and I could hear the conversation because she's right there beside me. She and her company. Y'all know when usually you go into Bath and Body Works, they will ask maybe if, and you're up in the line at the register, are you a rewards member? Or they will say, would you please key in your phone number or type in your phone number? And that is so that you can get the points as a rewards member. And if you're not, they can, you can sign up there. Okay. When I worked at Bath and Body Works, I checked out people purchasing full price items. Full price candles. Yes. 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 Some people come in and they would say they're getting something for their loved one, whether it was the mother or whoever, their girlfriend, wife, or whatever, not realizing that they do have sales and not the buy three, get one. No, no, no. But some people don't know any better. Oh, I'll say this was before too. Somebody I knew, I grew up with, he went inside Bath and Body Works and he purchased some things, and I think it was for a price. And I was just telling him, okay, neurospicy. Okay, yes, I've seen people buy several candles, usually one fragrance at full price. I had shared with him because this was on Facebook. We were chatting, and I said, please, please, wait for a sale. Never buy for price unless it's something special and they don't have a lot, and you feel like you want it in your life. Do what you do, but yeah, if you can help it, hopefully they will have it when there's a better sale, a great deal, even with a coupon. You want to wait. Yes. What they say, patience is a virtue. But anyway, this young lady rejected the phone number thingy. She didn't want to do that. And I could hear like they were saying like 100 and something. Didn't look like she had a bookcase of fragrances, but it was like she paid some money for her products, and I don't know if they were um, foreigners out of town visiting the United States, but yeah, she said no, like, and she, I'm assuming, paid full price, or she did um, she did a deal that was not a deal. So, yes, people will do that. They will pay whatever they want. It could be the men. I don't know. Maybe they have something to prove, or they just don't care. They feel like they're getting it for their girl, whoever. They feel like, hey, I just want to get this. I don't want to. I don't want to sign up. I don't want no emails coming to me. Some people say that, and you can't stop that if you don't want it. But I have the app, and I do enjoy the app so far. I'm glad they finally gave it to us, or to me, or in my area, because when the app first came out, or the rewards program first came out, everybody did not get that privilege. Everybody did not get to experience it. And this was 1 year after. It was during the semi-annual sale, and I inquired about it because I had went to the North Carolina Outlet Mall, and Premium Outlet Mall, I think it was called, and they did not. They had a card. That's how I found out about it. It was a flyer or whatever. So I tried to see if I could um, apply. I tried to apply for it, and no, I couldn't sign up for it because it was saying it was not in my area. So all the stuff that I had purchased that year, I would have been able to probably had to get rewards that year, but because they didn't have it in my area, and I guess they were testing it, I did not qualify for that privilege. But people will pay full price at times. And like I said, there was somebody, you have somebody who come in and they're not a member, they cannot benefit off of purchasing certain items like we can if we are rewards member. I'm sorry, rewards members. Sometimes you get those exclusive offers. They're on your app, and if you don't have that code, or you don't have that have it to where you can get it scanned, you got to have it scanned sometimes because of this. It is an exclusive offer. You cannot benefit from that sale. Some people come in and ask questions. Do y'all have this on sale? Do y'all have that on sale? If you are not a rewards member, you will not be able to benefit from that sale. Wallflowers or whatever it is, you cannot benefit from that sale because you're not a rewards member. And I feel like that is like a peace of mind because I am carrying the app. I am carrying the app on my phone, and I feel like, that, I guess you could say, give me a peace of mind. For those who don't, but the people who don't have the app, they can still benefit from it because they did sign up. They just don't have the app. But I feel like it would be nice if we who have the app will get even more benefits from someone who do not have the app. What do y'all think? I feel like, it should be, and maybe it could be different levels. Hey, okay, well, I carry the app on my phone. It would be nice to have an added benefit with me carrying the app on my phone. This is something I wanted to share with y'all. Y'all know I go to Roses. I don't know if anybody wears stockings now, but it is cold and I want to have something on my legs. Okay, you said, yeah, some people don't care for the price if they like the product. Yes. People don't care about the price at times. If they know their loved one or themselves want it and they feel like they can afford it, they will go out and they will get that product and they don't care what the price is. But me, on the other hand, I'm not like that. I am totally the opposite. If I can, I will wait for a sale. There were things that I was able to get, good quality products now, I think, are just as good as someone going in and paying full price. I got it at an affordable price and can still enjoy what I purchased. And maybe get more than one. But I had went to Roses. I was looking for myself some stockings because I know when it get cold, I don't want to be out here bare-legged Some people do it, but I wasn't raised that way. I was raised to put something on my legs to cover my toes. Yes, to keep my toes protected and all that good stuff. And you know, when we women go through the change of life, some people go through it early, some people later. We're cold. We could be hot, we could be cold, but I don't want my toes out. I don't want to be walking in the snow with me some open toe shoes. I gotta have my feet covered. And when I go to church, I want to start wearing stockings or leggings or something on my feet. Yeah, some people. Oh, okay. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anybody's comment. So this is what I wore today, y'all. I wore this. I purchased myself some stockings, and this is a 2 pair in packaging. And Roses is Roses Express or Maxway. They have a Maxway store, which we have both here in Georgia, and we do have it also in Virginia. So this was priced at $3.99, and this is a 2 pair value pack. Sheer to waist support, and I got it in a queen size. I'm like 5'6.5". I don't know if I don't think I'm 5'7", y'all, but 5'6.5" if you want to give or take. Um, and I got it from 5 to 6 feet. And these are the stockings that I'm sorry, I might be too close, y'all. These are the stockings that I had found, and I was like, I didn't want those stockings that make you look like it's something way back in the day where people used to have. My complexion, I'll usually get off black, and sometimes I would get black, but I would like the ultra sheer, and this is the ultra sheer, so it was nice on my skin. I'm gonna probably put it on my hand and let y'all see it from there. And it says to hand wash separately, do not bleach, drip dry, and it says made in the US. So I would probably want to put some gloves on when I wash them because I don't want to snag them with my fingernails or my hangnails or whatever you want to call it. But if y'all looking for something and you do wear them, you wear them when you go to church or a special occasion or a wedding or whatever, and you're in a colder climate, this is something nice to wear. I do like to wear footless leggings, but sometimes where I'm at, depending on what type of shoe I have, if I have the long boots up knee boots, I usually like to put my footless leggings on. A lot of times, I know back in the day, when we used to go to church and we used to wear stockings. Yeah, they would not come up all the way, or they would come up and then they would go down. They would come down, and no one would notice that my stockings were like that, but I felt it. I knew it was like that. And it was very, very uncomfortable and just irritated me to the core that it was like that. But I wanted to be in uniform. I wanted to look nice, and that's what I wore. But what I had on today, I wore my booties with this outfit on. And this is how they look. I usually spray my shoes with alcohol, the sole of my shoes, because as you can see, I store my shoes here, and it is material, and I don't want, yeah, germs from outside to come inside and fill that space. So I do spray it with alcohol when I come in my house. But these are wedged heels. I like the little buckle on the side. It does zip up here like that on the side so I can get my foot in and I don't have to hurt myself getting my foot in the shoe. But I had these for a couple of years, and y'all know I wear a size 11. It is comfortable. My knee wasn't hurting. And yeah, I thought they were really cute, so I had picked them up. I had gotten them on sale. And so I wanted to wear some stockings with it. And the leggings that I had, they were footed leggings. I didn't want to wear those. So this is how they look. They gave me support, y'all. I didn't have to put on support like spandex on top of my stockings. I didn't have to do that. They held me together. It felt good on my legs. And this is how they look. It gave me the support that I needed, and I really enjoyed it. They do have, and it does tell you their support. So, this is the back part, and this is the front. Um, it gives, and let me see if I can put it on. I'm gonna ball my. Let me see if I can put it on here. And this is how it looks on my legs. So it is like a black or off black. And sometimes off black can look a little dusty looking on my skin. But this might be just jet black. Let me see. Let me check. But oh, the support and the feel, y'all. Like this bottle right here, the smoothness of this, that's how they felt, so silky soft. And yes, I'm hoping to go to Roses. I don't know when I'm going, but get me some more. I did get a different size. I mean, a different one. Okay, this one. They were $3.99 a piece, and you get 2 pair. And this one is different from this one. If you can see, this one here is support, and I did get the queen size because I wanted to fit. Sometimes things can be irregular, and I was like, well, I don't want that. Well, I couldn't even get it up. But this one right here is support as well, control top. So I need to wear these to see if I like these, because I know I wouldn't mind getting this. It just felt like it had me snatched a little bit. It held me together as I was out and about and moving around, and gave me the support I feel like I needed on my legs as well as around my waist. But if y'all are looking for some, this is the way to go. If you have one of these stores around here, and it does say it's made in the US. And yeah, I thought this was a great deal. They didn't feel like cheap hosiery, but felt like good quality. This one was 175 to 240 pounds, and this one is 145 to 200. So I don't know if I want to turn these back in. I got to see how they are. But it doesn't, and it says sheer energy control top, and this is sheer to waist support. But I got both of them in a size queen size, and this is 4'11" to 6 foot for the height. And yeah. So if anybody is looking for that, and I did pick up some of these. This is classic tights. I don't know how they're going to be. I just got an extra large just in case if they're irregular. And this is on the go. I don't have the price for these. Let me see. It's not saying how much these. I think I got these from somewhere else. But I got 2 pair for $7.98 for the other ones. And I think I got this from something else. I forgot how much they cost, because it's not showing me what the price is. Yeah, it's a different order. But I also get things like this. And these are nice to have during this colder season when you don't want to be bare-legged. And some people I know, they do wear them under their pants. It doesn't mean that you have to wear skirts and dresses. But yeah, I'm gonna see how these are, and hopefully they will give. It doesn't say it said comfort waistband, so it doesn't say give me support. But it's something I could wear if I'm going out somewhere and I want to wear my booties. for something like this type of shoe, where if I had footless leggings on, the yeah, it'll probably come by right here, or it would eventually move up because this would be hitting up against it. But y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get off. Thank you so much for stopping by to see what I had to share with you today. And I may decide to get the others from the collection. Thomas has some rewards to redeem, and so do I. And I may just use those for to get what I want. I think I have to March. I'm not sure because I don't know what else may come out. Um, you know how we're usually ahead of the season. Like now it's spring. Spring is not here, it's winter. But spring is coming up. Well, Valentine's Day is next month. So we're just ahead of the game so that people can prepare for whatever. I do think that the Rose collection is seem like it would be a great Mother's Day gift to someone with the floral arrangement. They also have a candle holder that is there, and it would have been nice if you could light that up some kind of way, but it is a nice looking floral arrangement candle holder. Um, yeah, but I guess they're going to be using that for the holiday that's coming up, which is not Martin Luther King, but Valentine's Day. You all be blessed, and I'll catch you all on another video. Bye.